Picture London in the late 1500s, a city of cobbled streets, candlelit taverns, and a restless energy carried by the River Thames. In this world stood a man who would change not just Britain, but the way the world understood human ambition, love, and struggle. William Shakespeare was not born into wealth or power. He had no throne, no army, no crown. Yet he wielded something far greater, a voice that could outlive empires. On the wooden stage of the Globe Theatre, his words cut through the night air like lightning. To thine own self be true. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness. And some have greatness thrust upon them. These were not just lines in a play. They were instructions for life, battle cries for the soul. Shakespeare proved that greatness does not come from birthright, but from daring to speak, to write, to declare. His pen became a sword, his language a compass guiding generations toward courage and resilience. And centuries later, his voice still calls out to us. Be bold, be true, be unafraid of your own greatness. This is the power of the British spirit. The belief that words can move nations, lift hearts, and change the course of history. Shakespeare lit the torch of inspiration, and his flame still burns, reminding us that your voice is your legacy, and the world is waiting to hear it. Fast forward to the 1940s. The world was at war, and Britain stood on the edge of collapse. Bombs rained down on London. Cities burned, and the future looked uncertain. Yet, in the darkness, one voice rose above the chaos. Winston Churchill. He didn't carry a sword, nor did he lead from the battlefield. His greatest weapon was his ability to speak hope into a nation that refused to bow. His words thundered across the airwaves. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall never surrender. These weren't just speeches. They were lifelines, pumping courage into ordinary men and women who faced extraordinary trials. Churchill understood what Shakespeare had shown centuries before. Words can become armor. Words can ignite courage. Words can turn fear into fire. Britain did not crumble. Britain endured. And it was the voice of a leader that reminded the world that strength is not just found in armies, but in the unshakable belief that no matter the odds, you do not give up. His legacy proves that when spoken with conviction, words can carry nations through their darkest nights and into the light of victory. Today, the stage is different, but the spirit remains the same. The voices of modern Britain rise not just in theaters or in Parliament, but on stages lit with neon lights and stadiums filled with roaring crowds. Take Stormzy, a kid from Croydon who turned his voice into a weapon of truth, speaking about struggle, ambition, and resilience. His lyrics remind a generation that no matter where you start, your voice can command the world's attention. Or Adele, whose songs, born from heartbreak and honesty, travel across continents, healing millions of hearts. Then there are athletes like Mo Farah, who ran from the shadows of doubt into the light of Olympic gold, proving that endurance and courage can rewrite destiny. Whether it's in music, sport, or art, these voices echo the same timeless truth. Your story matters. Britain has always been a land where ordinary people use their voices to rise above circumstances, to inspire, to move the world. From the globe, from Churchill's speeches to Stormzy's verses, the message is clear. Words and voices carry power, and when combined with action, they can move mountains and shape history. And now, the story turns to you. For centuries, British voices have risen, from Shakespeare's quill to Churchill's defiance, from Adele's melodies to Stormzy's fire. But history is not just about those who came before. It is about those who dare to speak now. Your voice may not echo in Westminster, or fill a stadium, or ring out across the world. Not yet. But never underestimate its power. Your voice is the weapon you carry into life's battles. It is the spark that can light courage in others, the truth that can cut through lies, the song that can lift someone out of despair. In every word you speak, in every stand you take, you write your own chapter in the story of resilience and strength. The British spirit has always been defined not by silence, but by voices that refuse to be ignored. And now it is your turn. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Speak your truth. Live your truth. And belief to someone who doubts it. Because when you use your voice with courage and conviction, you don't just change your life. You leave behind an echo strong enough to inspire generations.